I'm on a beach.
On a beach, very good.
A rocky beach.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
It's like not like a vacation beach, like a rocky, rough ocean beach with a cave.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big rock, and I'm hiding behind it.
All right, so tell me what you look like there.
I'm a little girl who's about 6 with brown hair and a raggy brown dress on.
All right, good. So who is it that you're hiding from?
My dad.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to connect with your emotions. Why? What do you feel?
I ran away.
Mm-hmm. So
I did something wrong.
you did something
And
wrong.
he's really mad.
He's mad at you. So is that why you're hiding?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see what happens next.
I can hear people yelling for me.
Mm-hmm. What do they say? What is your name?
Ella.
Ella. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and keep listening and tell me what happens.
It's getting dark and cold, but I'm not answering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Are you inside of this cave?
I'm outside. There's a big rock. There's some big rocks that I'm hiding behind.
Okay, good.
I can hear them in the distance. There's a forest above me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting really cold.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to wonder if I should go back.
What happens next?
It's too dark now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go back.
All right.
I'm too scared.
So I want you to close that scene now. Close that scene and open up the next significant scene. What happens next? Where are you?
I'm back in the house. It's like a one-room
Mm-hmm.
cottage. There's a cupboard and I'm locked in it. That's my punishment.
Okay.
I've been here for days.
You've been there for days. Who locked you in?
My parents.
Okay. So as you're in this closet, are you given any food or water?
No.
No.
I've gone to the bathroom on myself.
Okay. So what are the things that you're telling yourself as you're in this place?
I should have stayed at the rock.
Mm-hmm. Did you come home on your own?
Yes.
Okay. So let's find out what it is that you did that was so bad that made you run away. I'm going to have you close this scene, and we're going to count from 3 to 1. When I get to number 1, I'll touch your forehead, and we will be at the scene. What you did wrong. Take a deep breath in. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. What's happening?
My mother had just milked the cow, and I was playing and not paying attention and knocked over the milk.
Mm-hmm. You know what happened?
I was getting yelled at, and I was scared of my father, so I ran away.
And now as you look at that, do you feel that you should have run away?
I think it made it worse.
So let's see what happens. I want you to go back to that place where you're locked. Be there. And I want you to think about what's happening as you're locked. What are the thoughts that are going through your mind?
I'm hungry. And I want out.
So I'd like for you to go ahead and accelerate time and see as the time progresses what happens.
My mother lets me out.
Mm-hmm.
She gives me bread and water.
Mm-hmm. And as you're eating that bread and water, how does that feel in your system?
Good.
Mm-hmm.
She said she didn't want to do that. But she's scared of my dad too.
Mm-hmm. She is too. Very good. Is there anything else that you notice about this time?
It seems very old, like almost like what you would read about in fairy tales, like Middle Ages kind of time.
So I'd like for you to go ahead and see the year in front of you. What year is this? Look at the numbers.
I have 1338.
Very good. And where is this? Look at the globe and zoom in.
France.
Very good. So Ella, we're going to leave that scene now and move forward to another time in that same lifetime that was significant. Another significant event that happened. I'm going to count from 5 back to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that next significant event. Take a deep breath in. 5. Traveling through time and space. Same lifetime, a different time. 4. Drifting and floating. 3. Allow the images to come now. 2. Be there now. 1. Where are you?
I'm in the same house. I'm a teenager. Like 16?
Yes.
Or 15 maybe. My parents are dead.
What's happened to your parents?
They died. They're sick. I'm sick too. I'm coughing up blood, and I know that I'm going to die.
Look at your body. What does it look like?
It's thin. I'm so cold.
Thin and cold.
No matter what I do, I can't warm up. I know I'm going to die, just like they did.
Yes. So I'd like for you to move forward to the last day of your life in that lifetime. Move forward. And tell me where you are.
I'm in the same bed.
Are you alone, or are there any people with you?
I'm alone. It stinks. My parents have died in the same house, and they were not moved. And I'm so sick, I just want to die.
All right. So I want you to go ahead and move forward to the moment in which you release that spirit from that body. Tell me what happens.
I can see myself floating above it. I feel relief. I see light.
Okay. And as you're looking at that lifetime now, Ella, you can see it almost like the whole picture. Why did you need to live that life? What was the purpose of it? What did you learn?
I learned that I was strong.
Did you learn any lessons that you can take with you from that life?
I learned that even though life is hard, to just stay strong.
Okay, very good. So you tell me you see that light. Let's go towards that light and tell me what happens.
It's getting very bright gold. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm kind of sucking towards it. On the other side, I actually see my mom and dad.
You can connect with them telepathically. Do they say anything to you?
My father says he's sorry.
Mm-hmm. Can you forgive your father?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Ask him why it was that you needed to have such a hard life with him.
He said it was to push me.
It was
to know that I had strength.
Mm-hmm. Is that true? Did it build up strength for you?
Yes.
Okay, good. So tell me what happens next after you see your parents in that spirit world. Where do you go to next? Does anybody else meet you?
A dog.
Whose dog is that?
It was my dog.
Mm-hmm. You can connect with your dog now. What does he say to you?
He loved me.
Mm-hmm.
He loved me no matter what.
Mm-hmm. So what was he there teaching you?
That you can always find love
Mm-hmm.
in the world somewhere.
Very good. So continue on your journey and let's see what happens as you go into that golden light. What happens next?
I see like it's like a castle almost, but gold, and it has mirrors all over it.
What does it have all over it?
Mirrors.
Tell me more about this place.
My father says I need to go inside.
Okay. Do you go inside by yourself or does somebody accompany you?
I go in by myself. I have to meet people or meet somebody. Tell them, report.
Okay. And as you're going into this castle, look at yourself. Do you have a body there?
No. I'm just light.
Just light. Very good. So as light, you're able to see in this place.
Yes.
Tell me what you see.
I walk in the door and it's like kind of beautiful. It's beautiful, like I want to say church, but like not. It's not a church, but it has beautiful stained glass windows, and it's gold, and it's has gold bricks on the floor.
Beautiful.
And then but it's kind of like an office building almost, but a beautiful one.
Beautiful.
I have to report.
All right, let's see who you report to. Where do you go?
I walk down the hall, and to my right there's a hallway. I walk down the hall, and I walk into a room that's gold and blue. There's a table of beings. 6 of them.
What do they look like?
2 look like humans. There's 2 beings that are blue with larger eyes, but not huge, but they are blue with a bit larger heads. One of them is another blue being, but it looks like something that I've never seen before. It has a big head with like almost antennas growing out of its face.
Under his face?
Oh, like kind of over top, like it's hair, but it hangs down into his face.
Okay.
And then the last one is gray.
It's gray. Mm-hmm.
He's shorter though. He doesn't look human.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that you need to report to these beings?
I need to tell them what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a debrief.
Mm-hmm. What do you tell them?
I told them about my life as Ella.
Mm-hmm.
They are happy, but expected something else too. I didn't do something I was supposed to do.
So ask them what it is that you were supposed to do. What was the purpose of that life?
It was the strength, but I was supposed to overcome it more and give more love to others.
Ah. But you kept to yourself.
I kept to myself and hid a lot.
Yes.
So I fulfilled part of what I was to do, but not all of it.
Mm-hmm. So what did they tell you about that?
They said I have to go back.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I feel happy, actually, because I want another chance.
You want another chance. So how is it that you choose this next life?
I talked to the council.
Mm-hmm. Is this the same?
The same group.
Mm-hmm.
They tell me I need to go back and pick a family that will allow me to do the same, to do this mission over.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Tired because it was a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this one will be hard too.
Okay. Do they give you any advice before you take on a new life?
They tell me I need to share love.
To share love, very good.
That Earth does not have enough love. It's too dark right now.
It's too dark, very good. So let's find out what happens next, how you choose your next life. I'd like for you to close that scene, leave that room with the council, and let's see where you go to next in order to prepare yourself for the next life. Be there now. Where are you?
I'm outside the same building looking in one of the mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
I get provided with pictures in the mirrors of people that I can choose.
Mm-hmm. Are you by yourself in this place where you're choosing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I choose one because I know one of the souls.
Mm-hmm.
The mother.
You know the mother, very good.
She's part of my group.
Very good. What happens next?
She has to agree.
She has to agree.
And her husband too.
Okay, so how is it that you connect with this soul? Does she already have a body?
Yes.
All right. So how do you connect with her, soul to soul?
She is called when she is sleeping.
She is called when she's sleeping?
She is called to the council.
Okay. Are you able to be there when that happens?
I'm outside.
Okay. So tell me what's happening.
They've called her and him to make a contract. To ask if they would allow me to be born to them. I don't hear the doors shut. What happens? They're talking to them. And I'm waiting outside.
Okay.
I still don't have a body. I'm just like a bright light.
Okay. And when you see these two entities, your mother and father, go inside, do they have some sort of a body?
Yes.
What do those bodies look like?
The mother has brown long hair, but it's in a bun. She has an attractive face. She's probably 20. And white skin. She's wearing a long dress, an old-fashioned dress. And her husband is tall, very tall, like 6 feet tall. He has a brown suit on with a brown hat. He looks like he's worked very hard in his life. I don't think he's that old, but his face is weathered. His hands are very weathered.
Very good. And as you're looking at them, is it a physical body or an energetic body?
I think it's energetic, but it's a projection of who they are on Earth.
Okay. Are these bodies connected with anything? Do you see anything connecting them to Earth?
Cords.
Cords. What color are these cords?
Blue.
Blue. Very good. Is there any information?
Whitey blue.
Oh, whitey blue. Any information going through these cords? When you see them, do you recognize?
I don't see anything.
Okay.
I think it's like a tether.
Okay.
Just like keeping them.
Are the other people in this place, do they have the same cords?
Some of them.
Some of them do. Did your council have cords? Do you recall?
Yes, some of them do.
Okay, very good.
Actually, I think all of them do.
All of them do. But you do not. You have.
I don't.
You're just thought. Okay. So let's close this scene, and now let's go to the moment in which you were born into that lifetime. I'm going to count from 5 back to 1, and I want you to see the process and explain how it is that you get to be a child in that family. Go ahead and take a deep breath in now. 5. Begin to drift and float, going through time and space, seeing the process. 4. The birthing process. 3. Following your soul's progress. 2. And 1. Be there now. Where are you?
On a boat.
On a boat. Tell me more.
My mother gave birth to me on a boat. She didn't know she was going to have the baby yet.
What are they doing on this boat?
They're traveling from France to Spain.
I'm going to put my hand on your forehead. I want you to see the date. What is the date? Look at the numbers.
1641.
1641. Very good. How are you feeling there on this boat?
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Feel good.
Very good. Now I want you to connect with your mom and your dad. How are you feeling with them?
My mom's very weak and upset because she didn't want to have the baby on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lady helping her.
Mm-hmm. Take a look around you. Are you inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay. What does this room look like?
It's just a wooden room.
Mm-hmm.
It's dirty. It's smelly.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like mildew.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bed. She's on the floor.
Okay. So what happens next?
The lady is holding me. My mom needs to rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I fall asleep.
Very good. So close that scene and let's move to the next significant scene in that lifetime, one that affected your soul. Be there now. Are you indoors or outdoors?
I am on a boat.
On a boat. Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
15.
Mm-hmm. What do they call you there? Listen for your name.
George.
Mm-hmm.
The sea is rough.
Yes. And what do you do on the sea? George, is this your job?
My dad works on the boat.
Okay. Do you work with him?
Yes.
Okay. How do you like working on the boat?
I hate it.
Mm-hmm. What do you do there?
I do anything anybody asks me to. I'm like a grunt.
Okay. So look at your body there, George. What do you look like?
I'm very thin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very tall for my age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing brown overalls.
Mm-hmm.
And my shirt's torn. But I only have one.
Okay. Look at your feet. What do your feet look like?
They're blistery
Mm-hmm.
from working.
Yes.
We don't wear shoes on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
My hands are bleeding and blistery.
What kind of relationship do you have with your dad?
He can get very angry, but we still have a good relationship.
Good. So I'd like for you to look at the eyes of your dad. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize those eyes in the lifetime of Tara?
No,
Okay. And where is your mom?
she died.
Mm-hmm. How old were you when she died?
4.
Okay. And how has that affected you, George?
I miss her,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm starting not to remember her.
Okay. Very good. So what is happening on this significant day?
It's a storm.
Mm-hmm.
A big storm. They want me to crawl up and release something.
Mm-hmm.
A rope. I need to go up a ladder and untie the rope.
Mm-hmm. Have you done this before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But not in storms.
All right, so tell me what's happening to this boat.
It's getting knocked, going back and forth. I'm getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
People are yelling. I'm scared. I think we might crash or go under the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But I crawl up and release the knot. And I crawl back down carefully. I tried to find my father, but I don't see him anywhere. There's a lot of chaos. People are running and doing different things. I ask what I can do to help next. Water is coming over the top. And there's people with buckets trying to push it over. But it's so much water. It's so cold. We keep trying to get the water out, but we all know that we're going to sink.
How are you feeling?
Scared.
So, George, I'd like for you to close that scene and go to the last moment of your life in that lifetime. I want you to experience what's happening.
I had gotten thrown from the boat. I'm in the ocean drowning.
So as you're in the ocean drowning, what are the things that are coming up for you? What emotions? What thoughts?
I feel sad because I'm saying I wasn't ready to die yet.
Tell me more.
I feel like I didn't get to meet a girl. I didn't get to do things I wanted to do. And I'm kind of mad at my father for making me be here.
So I'd like for you to just disconnect from that body. And with all of those emotions that you were feeling as you were drowning, I want you to look at that lifetime. See it from the entire perspective. Remembering what your guides told you. What did you learn from this lifetime?
I did learn to stay strong. But I did give more love in this lifetime.
So do you feel that this was a successful life? For what you came? Had you come here to meet a girl?
No.
No. So I'd like for you to just continue on your journey and tell me what happens. Where does your soul go?
It's being sucked out of the ocean. And again up to the light.
Do you meet with anybody?
My mother's there.
What does she tell you?
She hugs me. She says that she loves me. I'm very happy to see her again.
Does she tell you why she had to leave so early?
She said it was part of the contract.
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay. What happens after you leave your mom? Is there anyone else you meet?
There's like a baby there, but it was like a brother, but I didn't know him. My mom had lost him. But I know it's the baby, but he doesn't have a baby form. He's like a child.
Okay, what does he tell you?
He said that he's glad he gets to meet me.
Very good. Do you meet any of your guides?
Archangel Michael.
Okay. So tell me what happens. What does he tell you?
He's kind of being funny. He's like pats me on the back and says, "Oh, that was a rough ride."
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives me a hug.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a playful, like, I don't know, the way buddies talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now that you've seen him, was he part of your life as George?
No, he was watching though.
He was watching. Very good.
He found it like, yeah, he was always watching.
Mm-hmm.
But he's coming off as being very funny, like joking around with me.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
Good. It's like we're friends.
Okay, very good. So what happens next? Where do you go?
Go back to the same place.
Mm-hmm.
The castle.
Back to the castle. Does it look the same?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going back.
Mm-hmm.
So, the building's the same,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the council members are different.
Okay. Why do you imagine some of these council members are different?
They just have two new ones. The other one stepped down.
Okay. And what do these new ones look like?
One is like an angel. I don't think he has a body, but I know it's an angel.
Okay.
The other one is... The other one looks like a frog.
Mm-hmm.
But with like a body, like a human body, but frog face.
Okay, very good. And what do they tell you when you meet with them this time?
They said that I did what I was sent to do.
Mm. How does that make you feel?
Happy.
Yes. So what's next for you? Now that you've passed that.
They're saying they're sending more people to Earth.
Mm. For what reason are they sending more people?
There's like a mission.
Mm-hmm. Do they tell you about this mission?
They say it's like a mission of light.
Okay.
They need...
What do they need?
They need to keep sending like... So like light soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to know if I want to go.
Mm-hmm. Do you consider yourself a light soldier?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
I feel they're saying it's like a... What are they saying? It was part of like a federation.
Mm-hmm. How many souls are in this federation?
millions. Lots. I don't know how many, but many. Millions.
Millions. Very good. And what is the mission all about?
They need to send more people, more light to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be destroyed if not.
Okay. So what does this council have to do with Earth? Is this council on Earth?
They don't just do Earth.
Okay.
It's like it's like where you go to get assigned your mission.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be Earth. It can be other places.
Have you been to other places besides Earth?
Yes.
Yes. But this next mission will be on Earth.
They need Earth soldiers.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that allows you to be capable of doing this mission? What are the things that they look for in these light soldiers?
They say you need to be very strong. That you've had to prove yourself many times.
Okay. And it seems like you've done that, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't give up.
You cannot give up.
They say Earth is very hard.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want her to be destroyed.
Okay. How would Earth be destroyed if these light soldiers didn't come? In what manner is it being destroyed?
They said the humans are being manipulated.
Are being manipulated. Who is manipulating these humans? You'll see a picture of what it is.
I keep getting like the name Orion in my head.
Orion?
But Orions? I don't know what that means though.
Okay.
But others, there's lots of beings that are manipulating.
Lots of beings.
But something to do with Orion. That's something on Orion.
Okay.
It's causing they've manipulated the people of Earth.
Okay. And this manipulation, is it done remotely or is it done with people on Earth?
Both.
Both.
They use it, they're using it as like part of, well, one of the things they're doing is sucking energy.
Sucking energy.
They're eating. That's how they're feeding.
Okay, so something on Orion is sucking energy out of the Earth?
Of the people.
Of the people.
They're feeding off like the negativity of the people, the fear of the people.
Okay.
So
Does that make them stronger?
makes them stronger.
Okay.
And they think humans are very weak. They're easy.
Mm-hmm. And as you're looking at planet Earth, is this true?
Yes.
Okay. So as a light soldier, what is it that you can do to help Earth? What does the council say would be your role on Earth?
They need more people that cannot be influenced.
Mm-hmm.
They need more people with higher light quotients
Mm-hmm.
to so that it's not so easy for them to get the energy they need.
Okay. And what happens when there are enough light soldiers on Earth?
Then they'll look for someone else.
Okay. So if they cannot suck enough energy out of Earth, they'll move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So let's find out what happens next. What are your orders before you leave?
I'm told that I need to find another body in America.
Mm-hmm.
But this will be an easier life.
Mm-hmm.
That I need to spread love.
All right.
More, way more than I ever have.
Okay, good. Do you get to choose this time, or do they choose for you?
I choose.
All right, let's see how it is that you choose this next body in America.
Go back to the mirror.
Okay, very good.
It's almost like almost like the Tinder thing where you can like swipe,
Mm-hmm.
pick your different options.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of options are you seeing?
There's different people in different places.
Mm-hmm.
It's been people that are likely to give me the life that I need.
Mm-hmm. And this will be an easier life.
An easier life.
Okay. So who do you pick?
Pick a man named Jack and a lady named Lillian.
Jack and Lillian. Very good.
And I don't think that I know them, but maybe. They're expecting a girl.
They're expecting a girl. Good. Now, does the same thing happen again, that they are called to the council?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any difference in this meeting?
No, I'm not part of the meeting. I have to stand outside.
Okay.
But it's the same thing when you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets free will. So they would never give anybody, do anything without permission and a contract.
Mm-hmm. And do Jack and Lillian go in together or separately?
Together.
Okay.
And
And do they meet you at all in this place?
they don't meet me.
No.
I go in after they leave and the council tells me they've accepted it.
Okay. Does the council give you any advice for this life?
They say it's very important that you do your best not to live in fear.
Mm-hmm.
You know this in your heart.
Good. So let's close that scene. I'm going to count from 5 back to 1, and we're going to now see this new life with Jack and Lillian. Take a deep breath in. 5, drifting through time and space to the birth process. 4, 3, 2, allow the images to come. And 1, be there now. Look around you and tell me, where are you? Indoors or outdoors?
I'm outdoors.
Mm-hmm. What's happening outdoors?
I had been born,
Mm-hmm.
but my mother's taken me outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a few days old now.
So connect with your mom. Feel her soul. Look into her eyes. Does she seem familiar to you?
Yes, it's my mother.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Feel the connection.
she believes that it's healthy for babies to be outside in the sun. So she's taking me outside.
Okay. How do you feel being outside?
Good. It's a warm day. We have a big garden. Like a big... It's not like really rich people, but a nice place. Like a very nice place to live. It has big trees and a big playhouse thing. A gardens, big gardens, a flower garden and a vegetable garden.
Do you see anybody else besides your mother?
No, she's just standing holding me.
Okay, very good. I want you to now see what happens next. We're going to close this scene and go to the next significant scene in that lifetime. It tells you what this lifetime is all about. Be there now. Where are you?
I'm getting married.
How old are you there?
19.
How are you feeling this day?
Happy.
Who's there with you?
I'm at the altar with my husband.
Look into his eyes. Do you recognize those eyes? Do they seem familiar?
I think they're my husband now, Neil. We're very happy. We're very in love.
Wonderful. Is there anybody else there with you?
Yes, it's a big wedding. There's hundreds of people. Like my whole town has come.
And I want you now to just focus on the year. What year is this? Look at the numbers.
1865.
And what location is it?
America. It's in like Philadelphia.
And this family in which you live, is it a humble family or is it well-to-do?
It's pretty well-to-do, but not very, like, not super rich.
Okay, not extravagant.
Not extravagant, but yes, it's very comfortable.
Very good. Now, are you the only child or are there any other siblings?
I have brothers.
Okay, very good.
They're younger. And we plan to have many kids.
Very good. So as you're looking at the scene, you'll understand the dynamics of the family. You'll understand how the family gets together, the roles they play. How do you feel about this family?
It's a very happy family. I feel like I love my community and I love my family. There's been nothing tragic.
Wonderful.
I feel like I'm going to adopt children that have no parents and take care of them.
All right, so just close that scene. Move forward in that lifetime so that you could see your family. How many children do you have? Who are these children?
I have 4 of my own, but we have many other that we've helped. I think 6 children.
6 children.
That we've adopted or taken in.
So now that you know that this is what you've done, you've given so much love, I'd like for you to just close this scene and move to the last day of that lifetime. And tell me how old you are.
80. I've lived a very long life.
What did they call you in that life?
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
It's been a very happy life.
Who's with you on this day?
So many people. The room is full.
Yes.
I have children, grandchildren. I'm surrounded by family and love. I'm dying of pneumonia.
Okay.
But I'm ready to go.
Very good. So release the spirit from that body. Disconnect and allow it to float above. You'll be able to see that lifetime as a whole. You'll see the things that happen, the lessons that you learn. What did you learn from this lifetime?
I learned not to judge people. I learned that everyone deserves a chance. And I learned to love. It was like a really good life compared to some of the other ones I've had. And it's nice. It's like I feel really happy.
Wonderful. So as you leave that life behind, what happens next? Where do you go this time?
Same.
Is it the same?
I go through the light. It's like this little light that kind of goes over the body and then it expands to like the size of a room, and I kind of just suck in.
Wonderful. Do you go to the same place?
It's the same place.
Same people?
I have different people greeting me this time.
Okay. Who's greeting you this time?
My mother and father of this life. And I have friends and family. I have a big crowd, actually, of people there.
Wonderful. What do they tell you?
They're just happy to see me. They say, "Oh, proud of you."
Let's continue to your debriefing.
Okay. The counsel's the same. They say they're really happy with what I've done. But they said this was like the training wheels, basically, in a different way. They say like that was my training life, that I need to do it, but it's going to get harder.
Okay. How do you feel about this?
I feel okay. I feel ready.
And when these council members talk to you, what do you feel from them? Do you feel any judgment or anything from them? What do you feel?
I don't really feel judgment, but when they're disappointed, you feel like disappointed in yourself. But they are pretty, like, they are very loving.
They're very loving. Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And there's no end, so they just keep, you always have more chances. It's not that big of a deal.
Very good. So let's find out a little bit about the lifetime of Tara that's coming up. What do they say about that?
Before becoming Tara, they said that this life would be different. That And all the work that we've been doing has been working.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an ascension.
Can you tell me what that means, this ascension?
They're hoping that humans can move from their current reality up.
Mm-hmm. Up to what?
When you release the fear,
Mm-hmm.
you release some of the manipulation, then humans can go back to who they were supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just can't see, they're blind. They can't see everything.
So this ascension, is it more about understanding why they're here? Or letting go of the
It's
manipulation?
more about, well, it's a few things. It gives them freedom.
Mm-hmm.
They've been prisoners without knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
It lets them experience who they were meant to be.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
They're meant to be, well, I guess nobody's meant to be anything, but they can do much more. They don't have to live in the way that they've been living.
Mm-hmm. Do humans have more ability than they know?
Way more.
Mm.
When humans figure it out, they can heal themselves. They can heal the plants and the animals. They can manipulate the energy.
Mm-hmm.
They can do so much more
Mm-hmm.
than they know.
So besides giving freedom, the ascension, and experiencing what they're meant to be, what else does it do?
The earth itself needs to heal. The earth is ascending, so humans need to ascend.
Okay.
It's not just humanity, it's actually based more on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to be a life where we get to experience that.
Mm-hmm. We get to experience the ascension?
The beginning.
The beginning of it, okay. Now, has the earth also been manipulated to where it's forgotten how to heal itself?
Yes. Its energy centers have been blocked.
Okay.
It hasn't fully forgotten, but it's been manipulated so it can't do what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's points in the earth that need to come, that have been taken offline, hijacked.
Uh-huh. Those that are from Orion have done this? Or from other places?
Here, Orion, I hear Mars, I hear I think reptilian, there's others, there's many beings.
Mm-hmm.
But it all goes back to something that has happened on Orion.
Okay.
Or maybe that's where their command center is, or something. I don't know. There's something important about it. But some of these points have been hijacked, so the Earth isn't as powerful a being as it can be.
Okay. So is anything supposed to happen in order to break through for this ascension, or is it a gradual thing?
It's a gradual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the Earth is already, some of the things are coming back online.
What kind of things are coming online?
there's points. But I don't know why they're back on me. Let me see.
You're able to
People are healing it.
People are healing it. So they're using their own abilities to heal?
So yes, when humans have been ascending and working on the earth, it's opening these hijacked spots, and now they are starting to work again.
Wonderful. And does that in turn help the humans?
Yes, very much.
Okay. How is it that the humans are connected to Earth when they're here? Do they receive or send any energy back and forth?
It's constantly given and take.
Okay.
Give and take.
So it's like a flow back and forth? Okay. So as the beings on Earth, the human beings, begin to awaken, how does that affect the Earth and back and forth?
It gives her better energy.
Okay.
It gives her clearer energy. It rejuvenates her.
So in this lifetime that Tara is going to live, is she here as one of those soldiers?
Yes.
Those light soldiers. So what is the mission that has been given to her? Is it going to be?
The main mission is for all these soldiers to increase love.
Okay.
And light. That's how they'll begin. She has been a healer before. And her healing will be needed.
What kind of healing has she done before? Show her that lifetime.
Like First Nations people. She's been their shaman many times.
She's been a shaman many times. And how are those lifetimes affecting her now, in this lifetime?
She has the same abilities.
Has she discovered all of them yet?
No.
No.
But she has discovered some.
She has. Is this the energy in her hands? Okay.
She needs to do more.
Okay. She has a feeling that perhaps the purpose for her being in this lifetime has to do with children. What is her connection with children?
She knows if she can heal the children and keep them from experiencing all the pain, that they'll be healthier adults, that they don't have to go through everything. That their light will flow better.
These children that are coming in now, are they different? The ones that are coming into Earth?
Yes.
Tell me about that, please.
They're coming in with their abilities on. In the past, when a soul came in, they wouldn't remember. And many of the children have these abilities turned on when they come. And it'll be increasingly more and more.
Okay. Has something happened to change this? To where they come in without that veil?
It's part of the plan. The foundation was set, and now it's the evolution.
Okay. So in the past, it was necessary for people to forget who they were?
Yes, they needed to learn. They needed to, there's great lessons in pain as well as love. But those lessons have been, it's time to move on, and those lessons have been done.
Okay. So there's no need to go back to school again.
Now these children will experience different experiences that will be just as educating to them.
Very good. I want you to go ahead and use that noise to go even deeper. Go even deeper now. Dive deeper with the noise. Follow it down. Follow it very deep. Deeper and deeper. That's it. Dive down, down into that noise. That's it. Use it to gain that knowledge. Deeper and deeper. That's it. Very good. Accessing even more now. And as that knowledge comes up, you'll be able to see the information regarding these children. Sift through all of that data through this noise. Use it to drill deep inside of this knowledge. Drilling deep into this knowledge. Very good. Very good. Going even deeper. As you hear all of those sounds, use the vibration to interpret the truth and reality of the children. Ride the vibrations. Ride the vibrations. Going deeper. Going deeper. Going deeper still. And as you drill deeper into this knowledge, allow it to unfold before you. Allow the knowledge to seep through now. What is the truth that we need to hear about these star children?
They're the masters.
They're the masters. What do these masters come with? What information? Dive deeper.
They're the ones that are going to teach you.
They're the ones that are going to teach.
They're teaching us how to open our hearts. How to be a different way. They're strong. They're like the elite.
The elite of the teachers?
Yes, they're the ones coming and they're going to break down. Break down what is, and they're the builders. They won't take it anymore.
Where are these children coming from? I want you to follow where all of these star seeds, all of these children are coming from.
Coming from all over, but they have to go through almost like a training. They're here like the elite forces.
The elite soldiers, light soldiers?
They're like the best of the best.
Yes.
They have almost the hardest missions because they need to break it down and then rebuild.
What are they doing to these children to stop them? Look at the dark forces. What do they do to stop them?
food. The new kids are so sensitive to food.
Yes.
And the food is being so processed and manipulated. It dulls them.
It dulls their abilities? Yes.
In some places, water.
What does the water do to these children?
It's full of metals and toxins. They can't function in the same level.
What are
media.
The media. What's happening with the media?
They distract them. Very good at distracting them. They're video games and movies and this and that, and all at the tip of your fingers. It's distracting them from their purpose. They can't think. There's no quiet.
So what do you recommend for someone who has one of these children in their family?
That you got to take care of the food. No processed food.
No processed food at all.
Filter the water. And restrict the media.
Restrict the media.
They need quiet. Like they need to. Much of their work is not done in the physical. It's in the astral. They need quiet.
And when they need quiet, are they needing quiet while they're awake or they're asleep?
When they're awake. They don't need it quiet all the time, but they need moments. It's they're so sensitive to energy, and so much is being bombarded on them. It's music and TV and just constantly hitting them.
And what about those who are being medicated? What's happening to them?
It's just dulling them.
What advice do you give for the teachers and the parents of these very, very elite warriors, light warriors?
Teachers are not going to be able to be the same. These kids need freedom. Question what you teach them. Why? What is the true knowledge that a person needs to learn? Things need to change. Teachers can no longer have a class of 30 children sitting at a desk. It won't work. And every year it's going to get worse.
So what do you see as the perfect environment for these elite light warriors?
Schools that focus on their interests, because these elite warriors know what they're here for. They don't need all of this other junk. Places where they could go to learn what they want to learn, the way that they want to learn it, but still be assisted. There's still knowledge to give these children too. they still need assistance, but they need it in a gentle, more freedom-based way.
Mm-hmm. So what can Tara do to help with these star kids? This elite group of warriors.
She needs to push for their rights.
Mm-hmm.
A new type of right, like the children didn't need before.
Mm-hmm.
They need the space. They need the freedom. They need to be listened to and respected. They know more than the people teaching them.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to teach the parents.
Is this something that she can do in the future?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She will do in the future.
Very good. Now, why is it that she is gaining weight? Is she holding anything onto her body?
Feels like there's like something in her stomach that causes it.
All right. Let's go inside of that stomach. I want you to go ahead and make yourself really tiny. Almost like a little tiny capsule going down into the stomach. And let's see what's in there. What's in that stomach? You may see phrases or words or information, data. What's in the stomach? What's coming up?
Anger.
Anger. Mm-hmm. Let's find out where that anger came from. Is that anger something that belongs to Tara or somebody else? Let's find out.
Somebody else.
All right, I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And as I count from 5 to 1, I want you to go ahead and make that anger stronger and stronger. When I get to number 1, I want you to see the face of who that anger belongs to. Taking a deep breath in, 5, going through time and space, looking for the anger, making it stronger and stronger. 4, going back in time, following that anger. 3, make it stronger now. Make it stronger, intense, make that anger intense. 2, begin to see the face and the circumstances. And 1, be there now. Where are you?
It's like belongs to an old man that I don't know.
An old man. Allow this old man to express himself through your mouth. I'm going to speak with him now. Bring it up, 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 up. You, old man. What is your name, please? What is your name? What's happening to you, old man? What's causing you to cough so much? What's happening to you?
Why did you bother me?
Why did I bother you? Because you were causing all of this distraction to Tara. Old man, what can I call you? What is your name?
Frank.
Frank. How old are you, Frank?
84.
84. What year is it, Frank?
2013.
2013. Frank, how did this body of yours die?
Heart attack.
Heart attack. And what happened after you, Frank, after you died from that heart attack? Where did you go?
It's at the hospital.
The hospital. Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to go.
You didn't want to go. So when did you meet Tara?
When she gave birth to her baby.
When she gave birth to her baby. So what is it that attracted you to her?
She was weak.
She was weak. So what have you been doing to her this whole time, Frank? What symptoms?
Make her eat.
Make her eat.
Junk food.
Mm-hmm. Why is that? Do you like junk food, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. What kind of junk food did you like, Frank?
Candy.
Mm-hmm.
And chips.
And chips.
And Chocolate.
And chocolate. So you keep making her eat all this stuff. And she keeps gaining weight. Do you want to give her a heart attack too?
I don't care.
You don't care. You're just having a good time, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Frank, why is it that when you died, you didn't go home to the light?
I didn't see light.
You didn't see light. I think you were too busy.
Nope.
No, you didn't look for it. What is it about living with Tara, eating so much, that makes you so happy?
She just does, she eats what I want her to eat.
Okay, so it gives you pleasure and power? Okay. So, Frank, would you like to feel that all the time? Without having to have her eat all this stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know, Frank, that when you go into the light, you can create whatever you want? You can create as much food, as much candy, anything on the other side?
No.
Would you like to see? You don't have to go. I just want you to visit.
Okay.
Let's check it out. All right. So I want you to go ahead and find your guide who's been waiting for you, Frank, and tell me when you find your guide.
Okay.
Okay. Is it male or female?
Male.
Male. What does your guide tell you?
He's asking me to come.
Okay. So I want you to go with your guide and tell me what you find on the other side of that light.
Candy.
Candy. What else do you find there?
My mother.
What does she tell you?
She wants me to come.
So now that you see that you have your mother there and all the candy you can eat, are you ready to let Tara go? What's the hesitation?
I like having a body.
You like having a body. But you see, Frank, when you get to the other side, you can have the body. You can have whatever body you want. You can create the body on the other side. Go ahead and ask your guide if that's true.
Okay. I'll go.
You'll go. Very good. But I want you to go ahead and talk to Tara about what you've been doing to her.
Make her eat when I want her to eat. And then give her stomach aches.
Is that something nice to do to someone?
No.
No. So, would you like for her to forgive you for that?
Yes.
All right, Tara. You've been hearing how Frank has been using you for pleasure. Can you forgive him?
Yes.
For loving this candy?
Yes.
So much. All right. So I want you to go deep inside of your stomach, Tara, and I want you to begin pulling out all of the energy that's in there that belongs to Frank. It's not yours. And Frank, I want you to go ahead and retrieve that energy. It's not your body, it's her body. I want you to pull from her entire system all of that energy of yours. You can't be here and have a body on the other side. Tell me when you're done.
Okay.
All right. Now I want, Frank, for you to look within your heart and find that spark of light now.
Okay.
All right. Now make it bigger and expand that light. And I want you to go ahead. Make it so big you can walk through it.
Okay.
And take your guide's hand and go with him and meet your mom. And tell me what happens, Frank.
Feels good.
Feels good. Very good. May the light of the universe always accompany you, Frank. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, Tara, I want you to look at your stomach and see what's happened with all of this energy that's in there. What has it done to your stomach?
It feels like so much is been released.
Very good. So now that it's all been released, we need to put something in there to seal it. What would you like to put in there?
Green light.
Green light, very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead. Bring green light in from the top of your head, have it flow down to your stomach, and make that green light very green, almost like aloe green, nice and soothing and cool, slippery, healing. And fill that stomach with that beautiful green light. And move it through the entire system, expanding it out. And I want you to see how that green light affects your body now that it's so light.
Feels good.
Good, very good. And now that we have that, I'd like for you to go ahead and look at the entire body and see if there's anything else in the body that's out of sorts. See if there are any other shadows or pinching or yucky feelings.
In my solar plex.
In the solar plex, okay. So I'd like for you to look at it and see what it is. What emotion comes up there? What is that in the solar plexus?
It's just tight.
Tight, okay. Go deep inside and see what that tight is.
It's like grief or something.
Keep making it tighter. 5, make it even tighter. 4, even tighter. 3, following that grief. 2, and 1. What is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Is this something that belongs to Tara or somebody else? What is that? What is that tight? Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring that tight up, up, and let it speak. You there, the tight one. Are you male or female?
Male.
Male. What is your name?
Bill.
Bill. How old are you, Bill?
24.
What year is it for you?
37.
Is that 1937?
Yes.
Okay. What happened to your body, Bill? Take a look and see what happened.
I got stabbed.
Got stabbed. Who stabbed you, Bill?
My friend at the bar.
Your friend at the bar. So what happened after you were stabbed?
I died.
Well, it seems that your body died. Your soul didn't die because I'm talking to it right now. What is it that attracted you to Tara?
She was upset.
How old was she?
10.
What happened next?
I decided. I saw her crying and I decided to take advantage.
Take advantage of it. And as this 24-year-old that just got stabbed, how are you influencing this body?
Sometimes I make her mad.
You make her mad. Are you mad?
Yes.
Who are you mad at?
Everybody.
Everybody. Are you mad at everybody? You're mad at the one that stabbed you.
The one that stabbed me.
Okay. So I want you to look into his eyes, Bill. And I want you to see who you were in a different lifetime with him. How did you know each other?
He was my sister.
He was your sister. And what happened in that other life? What did you do to your sister?
I killed her.
How did you kill her there?
I hit her with a piece of wood.
A piece of wood. And how old was your sister?
5.
So after she died and you died, did you make some sort of an agreement to come back?
Yeah.
What was the agreement?
That she would kill me in this lifetime.
So you kind of balanced out the experience, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So now that you understand that, is there anything to be angry about? You did your job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it seems a little silly for you to stay here.
Yeah.
When your whole family's waiting for you after you did what you were supposed to do. Experience what you had given to your sister.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what would you have to say to Tara about giving her all of this anger all this time? This unnecessary anger that you were holding.
Sorry.
So now, Bill, can you give me that anger?
Okay.
I'm going to put my hand over your heart, and I want you to give me that anger. Pull it all out. Not necessary any longer. Tell me when I have it all.
Okay.
Very good. And as we take away that anger, Bill, what would you like to put in its place?
White light.
Let's put white light in there. A beam of beautiful white light. Allow it to go through your whole essence. And as you're accepting this beautiful light, can you forgive yourself, Bill, for not knowing any better?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So now with that white light in your heart, I'd like for you to go ahead and open up that white light and see what's on the other side. Who's waiting for you?
My family.
Family. Go ahead and detach yourself from this body, this energetic field that you're connected to. Begin to loosen up. And Tara, I want you to go inside and make sure all of the cords have been cut or pulled. And allow Bill to go into the light. Bill, who greets you first?
My mom.
What does she say to you?
She's glad I came back.
Very good. Bill, may the light of the universe always accompany you. Thank you very much. And now, we know what to do, Tara. I want you to go ahead and put that beautiful green light in that space. Filling it. Soothing it. And tell me when you're done.
Okay.
Good. And now that that's sealed, I want you to look for the rest of your body and see. Is there anything else in your body? Or is it bright white?
Mm-hmm. I think it's okay.
Very good. So now that your body is okay, we're going to be able to move to a time and a place when something happened, a memory of dying in this lifetime. I'm going to count from 5 back to 1, and I want you to go back to that memory to get the messages that you received during that time. Go ahead and take a deep breath in as we go through time and space. 5. Allowing yourself to slip out of that body. 4. Drifting and floating. 2. The body is below, in the hospital, and you are somewhere else. 2 and 1. Be there now. What is this place?
Taken. It's like kind of go through a bit of almost like a portal.
A portal.
And it's like a classroom or an office.
Okay.
And it's Archangel Raphael.
What does Archangel Raphael say to you?
He says, I'm not going to be staying here.
So why are you there?
I needed to do this to wake up and to do my purpose.
Was this the only way to wake up Tara?
I tried other ways. He says that he loves me, that they watch over me.
Who else is watching over you besides Raphael?
My grandma's there. And my grandpa, Grandpa Fred. And I have a guide. Isis. And he said Archangel Michael's with you too all the time. But he wanted to talk to me.
Okay. So what is the conversation that you had? What's being said?
He said that it's time to start doing what I was supposed to do. My healing to help the children. He shows me a picture with like me standing with all these children all around me. He says I'm going to help them all.
Wonderful. And now that we are there, fully conscious, you'll be able to understand on a much higher level what this means. Is there anything you need to take from that meeting?
I need to take that. I need to be more aggressive right now and do more. That this is what I signed up for and I need to get on it.
Okay, good. Who's going to help you on this mission?
My guides.
Okay, good.
My children.
Very good. Thank you so much. Anything that could help her be a better mom?
No, she does a good job.
Very good. So now that we have that, is there any other information that you needed to give Tara today? Or anyone else?
You need to work on your writing. Because part of this is writing a book. Which makes her uncomfortable. Document everything you can. And these stories will help the others.
Wonderful. Is there any message that you have for anybody else? Any messages for the elite warriors?
Just know that if you're one of these warriors, there are people here trying to help you. And we know that it's hard. If you're a parent to one of these children, you really have to dig deep and do what's best for them, which means probably changing a lot of your beliefs. If you see that you're doing isn't working, it's really important that you try to make the changes to allow them to have the most freedom and become who they are here meant to be. They will become who they're meant to be regardless, but you can make it easier.
Wonderful. And by freedoms, is there any difference between freedoms and boundaries?
No, they still need boundaries. They still need to be integrated as Earth children.
Yes.
So it's not the same as giving them freedom to be themselves, but they still need to function as humans as well.
Okay. So they cannot run amok.
No.
They need to have boundaries, but they need to be free as far as what they think and what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
There's a line.
Very good. Thank you so much. Are we complete?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so much. Right away, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
That was crazy. That's so good.
Good crazy.
Yeah, I know. A good
crazy. How do
Wow,
you feel?
that's awesome. Yeah, I feel really good.
Did you expect that?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you live quite a different life than most people, so
Yeah, it was really
very
good.
connected. How long do you think this was? How did it feel to you? Was it short? Was it long?
Like 40 minutes?
A little bit more than that. We're on an hour and 55 minutes right now.
Oh my goodness. Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it was good.
Oh.
Did it answer your questions?
Yes, it answered everything.
Do you understand
Feels
now
so
why you're so afraid of the ocean?
Yes.
Is there any need to be afraid of the ocean anymore?
No.
Now that you understand? That's
No.
what it was.
Yeah, so I feel like I can release that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need that any longer. That was from that lifetime.
Yeah, it's really good. No, I feel like everything that I was wondering has been
It
answered.
has been answered, hasn't it?
And those entities are kind of...
Oh, that one was a nasty one, wasn't it? He was the one making you cough, remember? At the beginning, you wonder why you were coughing?
Yeah.
You start coughing?
Yeah.
He knew he was going to be found out.
Shoot.
Wow.
Yeah, because he instantly made me cough when
Yes.
he came out. Yeah.
Amazing. Is this something you want to share with other people?
Sure.
There's a lot of information.
Yeah.
Taking out some personal stuff.
Sure.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Was this the first time you were hypnotized?
Yes.
Okay, so was this what you expected?
No. I think I thought you'd be more in a sleep.
In a sleep.
Yeah.
But you've heard me say hypnosis is not sleep.
Yeah. It was
But you were
really
it was very vivid for you.
very vivid, yeah.
So you're a very visual person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you were experiencing these things, what were the emotions going on?
It just felt like I recognized what was happening. It was just like a
Yeah.
knowing that these
Yes.
things were true and
Yeah.
real, yeah.
And you had a near-death experience.
Yes.
Which is what we revisited.
Mhm.
Were you able to get a lot more knowledge now?
I did get because I actually didn't remember. I knew that I had talked to an angel, but I didn't know what was said.
Ah.
And the picture that he showed me with the children around is the same one that I have seen in my meditations. So it was the same
So that's
picture.
the same
Yeah.
picture. So it was Archangel Raphael and Michael was there too, and your grandparents or something, right?
Yeah, and
was
a
a-
guy named
Isis.
Isis.
That's great.
Mhm.
So what do you recommend to people when they're coming to a session?
I recommend maybe having an idea of what you want to talk about, but just coming in with an open mind and just
Yeah.
seeing what end up where.
Yeah, because we talked out a lot of the stuff before we even started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I'm really glad I came, and
Yeah.
I think it's great knowledge about the star
Isn't it-
kids
is it
and-
amazing?
yes, it's really great.
So do you think that this will help other parents that are out there?
Mhm. I think if you have one of these children, you should watch this video.
And pass it along for those
Pass it
people who have
along.
those kids
Yeah.
that you don't know what to do with.
Yes, and I do have 3 of these children too, so we had talked about it before.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's great. So where is it that you're coming from?
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Wow, that's far. That's on the opposite end. To right now we're in Miami, Florida, and you brought very cold weather here today.
Yeah, it's chilly, but it was minus 40 where I came from, so
Better than like 40 here.
yeah. So this is pretty
great.
nice.
So if you would like a session, just go to my website, albaweinman.com. Subscribe to my newsletter. It comes out maybe once a month. I'm doing things a little bit different now. I'm actually targeting audiences in places where I'm visiting for the next few months. I'll be traveling a lot. And how long did it take you to get a session with me?
11 months.
Was it worth it?
Definitely worth it. Do it.
Do it. Click really fast when you get that newsletter.
Yeah.
And if you go to my hypnosis website page, it'll tell you what dates that newsletter is coming out. So you'll be ready. And if not, go to one of my events. I have gatherings all over the world where you can meet people together. And some of these star children, these elite, are already grown up. They're not kids. So if you're one of them, come join us so that we can shed our light together, because that's really what it's all about, is connecting with others that are just like you. So thank you for watching. This was a long one, but wow, a lot of details. So I hope I get to meet you sometime soon. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.